Steelers Nation, it's time to buckle up, because there's a lot happening in Pittsburgh right now. The black and gold are tuning up for one of the most important games of the season, and every move the team makes feels calculated, deliberate, and full of purpose. But before we dive into what's going down, if you're one of those fans who lives and breathes Steelers football, hit that like button and share this with another member of Steelers Nation. It helps the community grow and keeps the conversation going all year long. The Pittsburgh Steelers are a team on a mission. Sitting at 3-1 coming out of the bye week, Mike Tomlin and general manager Omar Khan have made it clear they're not satisfied. They've built this roster on toughness, preparation, and small advantages that pay off when games get tight. And right now, they're sharpening those edges even more. The latest move proves it. The Steelers have officially signed former Browns edge rusher KJ Henry to the practice squad, and the timing couldn't be more intriguing. If the name sounds familiar, it should. Henry, a fifth-round pick out of Clemson in 2023, has already made his way through several locker rooms, including Washington, Cincinnati, Dallas, and most recently Cleveland. He turned heads this past preseason with the Browns when he picked off Dorian Thompson-Robinson and ran it back 45 yards for a touchdown against the Eagles. That play highlighted what he brings to the table: instincts, quickness, and a knack for finding the ball. And now, just days before the Steelers face the Browns, he's wearing black and gold. Let's be real, this isn't just a coincidence. Signing Henry right before the Browns game is a classic Tomlin and Khan move. They didn't bring him in just for depth. They brought him in for intelligence. Henry knows Cleveland's playbook tendencies, defensive signals, and even how their linemen communicate. It's the kind of inside knowledge that can't be found on tape, but can absolutely influence preparation. Don't expect Henry to be promoted to the 53-man roster immediately, but his role on the practice squad this week is crucial. He'll likely be used heavily on the scout team to simulate Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith, giving the Steelers' offensive line a real look at what they'll face on Sunday. That's the kind of detail Tomlin thrives on, finding every possible edge no matter how small. The timing of this move couldn't be better. The bye week came at exactly the right time, allowing key players to heal and get ready for the next stretch of the season. Cornerback Joey Porter Jr., who's been sidelined since week 1 with a hamstring injury, is officially back in action. His size and physicality are critical in defending a Browns offense that loves to use tight ends and running backs on the perimeter. Edge rusher Alex Highsmith, who sprained his ankle in week 2, is also ready to return, reuniting with TJ Watt to form one of the most dangerous pass rush duos in the league. When both are healthy, opposing quarterbacks rarely find comfort in the pocket. Veteran defensive back Jalen Ramsey is also trending in the right direction. After missing some practice time early in the week, he returned as a full participant on Friday and was officially listed as questionable for Sunday's matchup. Tomlin praised his aggressive rehab, and Ramsey, with a grin, told reporters, "If you ask me, I'm ready." His potential return gives the Steelers' defense a huge boost in versatility. Ramsey's ability to play nickel, safety, or boundary corner means Pittsburgh can match up creatively against Cleveland's tight ends, David Njoku and Harold Fannin Jr., both of whom have become focal points in their offensive scheme. On the offensive side of the ball, there's even more reason for optimism. Running back Jalen Warren, who missed the last game with knee soreness, is officially back and expected to share the backfield with Najee Harris. Warren's ability to catch passes out of the backfield adds a valuable weapon against Cleveland's hyper-aggressive front seven. His explosiveness can help slow down the Browns' pass rush with screens and quick passes designed to keep them guessing. However, the Steelers will be without wide receiver Calvin Austin III, who's out with a shoulder injury. His absence will sting, as his speed helps stretch the field, but expect George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth, and Jonnu Smith to pick up the slack, especially in the middle of the field, a zone Pittsburgh has only recently begun to attack more consistently. This week's matchup carries extra weight. It's the Steelers' first AFC North battle of the season, a measuring stick game that will test how well this team handles pressure, physicality, and execution. The Browns come into this matchup built for trench warfare. Rookie running back Quinshon Judkins has been a revelation, racking up multiple 100-yard games, while rookie quarterback Dylan Gabriel has been efficient enough to keep defenses from stacking the box. Expect this to be a classic AFC North showdown. Gritty, low-scoring, and fought on every snap. And let's not forget the personal rivalry simmering beneath the surface. TJ Watt versus Myles Garrett. Ever since Garrett edged out Watt for Defensive Player of the Year back in 2023, a decision that still doesn't sit right with Steelers fans, these matchups have carried extra fire. Garrett thrives on drama, and he stoked the flames again this week by saying it would be an honor to put Aaron Rodgers in the graveyard, referring to the Halloween-themed display at his house that features tombstones for every quarterback he's sacked. It's classic Garrett, cocky, competitive, and unapologetically bold. But the Steelers don't engage in that kind of talk. Their response comes on the field. For Aaron Rodgers, this will be his first real taste of AFC North football in the black and gold, and he's about to find out what makes this division so different. It's not just about talent. It's about toughness, weather, and pride. The Steelers' offensive line, led by Broderick Jones and Isaac Sumalo, has been locked in all week, studying Cleveland's blitz packages and perfecting their communication. Expect more quick-release plays, extra blockers, and an emphasis on controlling the line of scrimmage. Rodgers knows how to handle elite pass rushers. He's done it for nearly 2 decades. But facing Myles Garrett in Pittsburgh under the lights with the terrible towels waving, that's a whole new level of intensity. You can picture it now. Acrisure Stadium packed to capacity, the crowd roaring, towels swirling like a sea of gold. Rodgers stands calm in the pocket, reading the blitz, eyes sharp, ready to strike. That's Steelers football, gritty, composed, and built for big moments. This game is about more than stats. It's about pride. It's about respect. Myles Garrett wants to prove he's the most dominant defender in the division. TJ Watt wants to remind everyone that he's still the standard. And Aaron Rodgers, stepping into the heart of this rivalry for the first time, wants to show the football world that he can lead the Steelers to something special. Behind the scenes, Omar Khan continues to show why he's one of the sharpest general managers in football. Every move he makes is strategic. Signing KJ Henry isn't about headlines. It's about preparation. It's about being proactive. It's about finding the hidden advantages that championship-caliber teams rely on. That's the Steelers' philosophy. Find an edge, no matter how small, and keep improving week by week. As the Steelers prepare for Sunday's clash with Cleveland, one thing is clear. This team is coming together at exactly the right time. They're healthier, more focused, and motivated to make a statement in the division. The addition of KJ Henry may not grab national headlines, but it's the kind of move that could quietly tip the scales in Pittsburgh's favor. This is what championship organizations do. They pay attention to the little things, stay disciplined, and find ways to win even when the margins are razor thin. So, Steelers Nation, what do you think? Was signing KJ Henry a smart, under-the-radar move that could give Pittsburgh a slight edge this week? How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers heading into his first true AFC North slugfest? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing from you all. And before you go, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of Steelers coverage.